Happy Valentine's Day, and welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast on this sad, sad evening.
Yo!
How's it going? We're
Good,
with
man.
special guest J-Mac and Adam in studio parents' basement.
Well, your parents' basement, not my parents' basement.
Yeah, so you're not the one that feels kind of empty about it.
Well, it's Valentine's Day. I certainly do.
You are drinking.
Not because of my living
We
situation.
had burritos, and I'm drinking fake beer and eating a banana sexually.
It's very sensuous.
Yeah, you like the way I eat it?
I do.
The key is eye contact.
No, I know. That's why I have my jacket over my
Yeah.
crotch, so no one can see.
Your not sober shirt?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So would you guys like to hear a poem?
Yes.
I would.
Okay, I got a poem for you that I wrote. It is called Soulmate. Where my fake beer go? Oh, here it is. It clear my throat. Alright, swallow part of the banana. Good shit. Alright, so this is called Soulmate. We're living in a castle, and she's sucking my dick in a rocking chair. On top of the guard tower, with a guard watching intently and masturbating as I overlook the peasants toiling in the village. That's called Soulmate.
The aristocrats.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to hear one called Happiness? What, J-Mac? What do you got
What
to say?
Disney movie inspired you to come up with that one?
The last the Rescuers Down Under.
All right. Yeah.
This one, I'll find it. It's called Happiness. Just give me, tell me something about you, Adam, while I find this poem.
Tell you something about myself.
Yeah. What do the listeners need to know?
Oh man. That I have. What is he saying? Dumb and Dumber. That I'm good looking and charming, and I have a rapist wit.
Yeah. We all have rapist wits here.
Yeah.
That's great. You know,
There it is.
that's really good to hear.
I just need like the orange tuxedo.
I'm really happy for you. J-Mac, what can we learn about you? Tell Wendy about yourself.
Wendy, I'm cousin Jenny. This is the second Valentine's Day I've spent with cousin Andy.
Oh yeah, it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. This is like the anniversary of the time we spent Valentine's Day together.
Yeah, we went. Me and my buddy Josh and we went out to not Chipotle. Chipotle wasn't even around then.
No, we went to a classier place. We went to some chain Italian restaurant.
Oh, did we go to Luciano's?
Is that the place that closed?
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
R.I.P.
Small business. Support your
Yep.
local businesses.
Yes.
As we
SBA.
say that, we went to fucking Chipotle on Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
yeah.
Oh, it was packed in there.
That was not my first Valentine's Day at Chipotle. I can tell you that. Pretty sure I went there last year on Valentine's Day too. So
Hey, new traditions.
yeah,
A sad cast and a Chipotle.
look, a burrito's not going to let me down. So
Right? Burritos can't be like, why don't you...
well, unless I was one of the people that got food poisoned 6 months ago. But
It's better than... Imagine getting food poisoned on this Valentine's Day alone.
that'd be a real kick in the dick, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you guys ever listen to Jim Jeffries, the comedian?
Yeah.
He talks about...
Is he Australian?
Yes.
I saw him on Real Time the other night. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an
I love
angry
him.
guy.
He was pretty. Yeah, he was angry, and he like flicked off Piers Morgan to his face. Like,
Oh.
live. It was amazing.
real classy.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this guy?
Well, when
Anyway,
I listened to
continue.
him, he was telling us a little anecdote about how he, the way women get about Valentine's Day, like when their boyfriend doesn't buy them something, they get all depressed,
Oh
and
my
he's
God.
like, there should be April 14th, anal sex day.
Yeah.
Well, isn't
Men can get excited about it the way women get excited about Valentine's
Well,
Day.
I
Yeah,
thought
their flowers open
Isn't it
for
March 20th Steak and Blowjob Day?
Yep.
Yeah.
Steak
So
and-
it's kind of the same thing.
So that's when
Yeah.
you eat steak and you give someone a blowjob?
Well, no, I think like the female cooks you steak and then blows you.
Fuck. I'm doing it wrong.
And then on
Oh.
April 14th is when they have to take it in the butt.
Perfect. What if it's the same day?
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot in one day.
There's no butt-to-mouth day?
Oh God.
February 31st,
well,
butt-to-mouth day.
For some people, that's often, I'm sure.
Standard
but,
Tuesday
yeah,
procedure.
That's probably a long
That sounds
day.
like a trip to the doctor.
Can we get a... What is this virus?
Why am I oozing white out of my mouth?
Can we get a petition?
But
Does Trump know that you have to look at petitions if there's 100,000 signatures?
No. All he needs is a tweet. He'll look at it.
We
Yeah.
tweet at
You
him
should
like
probably tweet him.
I'm gonna start tweeting at him relentlessly.
He might answer because he's a fucking maniac.
If he answers me, I'm gonna put that everywhere.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna print it out and
Yeah,
put it
I
on
would
like
frame it.
I'm gonna tear down Lost Cat posters and just put that up.
I would print that and like put it on like a canvas. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a
Hang it in my
PR
purse.
person, so
Yeah. I would. No, Valentine's Day though, man. It's
Well, I hate it.
the worst. It sucks for single people.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks for relationship dudes.
Yes.
There's so much pressure.
Yeah.
And so much money. Like it's so stressful. It's just awful. It's just the worst.
I don't know. There's very little basis in anything. It was just greeting cards and flowers and chocolates.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we're not saying anything new, but it's
And vibrators and
Yeah.
alimony payments going to the
Alimony
new
payments.
guy,
Yeah.
so she can look foxy for her new guy that's 10 years younger.
Yeah.
That she met at the gym. Yeah, they does woodworking and all you do is push papers around,
Right.
and he's like, his penis works.
Is that how all this works? I don't know.
I think so.
I've never.
I think that's what alimony is
had
like.
to pay alimony.
You're basically paying for her to go out and
to
get it
bone
in. Yeah.
someone super sexy.
Yeah, just bone some sexy guy or someone that looks like a better version of you.
or worse, but makes more money.
Oh yeah, this worse looking but makes more money.
Yeah.
So then you're like, if I made more money, she would have stayed with me because that guy's worse looking.
That's been my logic in the past.
Yeah, he must be rich because he's worse looking.
Yeah.
Well, that might go for our president as well.
There it is.
Oh god, he's definitely rich and not so good looking. Is he? Is he good looking?
Look, if
No,
he was,
he's 70 and he's fat and I don't know. It's
and
no,
he stocked the White
objectively
House
not.
with Lay's potato chips.
He did.
Yeah,
They have Lay's.
I mean, I
potatoes?
read about it in the news. I don't know if
Was
it's
it
true.
was it alternate facts? Was it fake news? Was it funnygeico.com?
Were they alternate chips like those ones that give you diarrhea?
Yeah. Oh,
Remember?
Alestra?
Alestra? Is that what it was?
Do you think he just
They gave
eats
you crippling
Alestra and he
diarrhea?
has a guy that he diarrheas on?
No, if he diarrheaed all the time, he'd be a lot thinner.
But he has a guy that is in his White House staff that his sole purpose is to get diarrhea done.
Oh, well, there's word diarrhea coming out of all their mouths.
Oh yeah,
so
no,
it
but
wouldn't surprise
like
me.
like actual diarrhea.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I gotta poop. Bring in the guy,
Probably.
and he's poop
you
some.
never know with him.
And then he's
He
got a
gets peed on by
bidet.
Wait, isn't there a name for that? When
prostitutes,
isn't there a sexual term for when you poop on someone?
Yeah,
Cleveland steamer.
Cleveland steamer.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? The one with the saran wrap.
Oh God. Yeah, I know someone that did that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, in a parking lot in Tennessee.
Ew.
Wait, what?
It is college, man. It was a weird place. What is that one? Not Cleveland steamer. That's
Oh.
yeah, where you put the saran wrap over.
Yeah,
your face.
saran wrap, and you drop it on the saran wrap.
I've had a long day at work, man. I can't remember the name.
I'll look it up.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, we'll bang it later.
Yeah.
And if you know it offhand, just tweet us. We'll talk about it next time.
There you go.
At Degenerate Show. Yeah, so that guy Trump, man, he already got rid of one of the cabinet members.
Yeah. Well, he made it, what, 3 weeks?
Yep, 3 weeks.
Yeah. That's got to be some kind of record.
It's like my relationships.
Yeah.
3 weeks, new record.
Yeah. You know, he's working it out.
Yeah.
He's,
Working out the kinks.
yeah.
Nothing to fear here, just working out the kinks.
Yeah. You know, it's, what can you do?
I don't know, get a time machine and put some other
Yeah.
candidates out there.
That would be nice. But sure everyone's happy with their Gary Johnson pick.
Oh,
right now.
definitely. That's working
Right.
on. Or there were Bernie write-ins.
Fuck me. Yeah.
I almost wrote in dildo on fire.
But at least that's a little creative.
Exactly,
You know, like,
but I only decided at the last minute not to do that.
I'd rather have voted for a dildo on fire than Gary Johnson. So
Gary Johnson is a dildo on fire.
Pretty
He didn't know
much.
what Aleppo was. I mean,
you didn't know what a lot of things.
I didn't know what Aleppo was really, but I'm not running for president.
Exactly.
And I could have just binged it and figured it out.
Why didn't he Bing it?
He doesn't
You-
know how to use Bing. That's
Yeah.
never vote for somebody who doesn't exclusively use Bing.
Agreed. Yeah.
We are a Bing only podcast, J-Max, so now that you know that,
Yeah.
I assure you that life will get better if you Bing it.
All right, I'm gonna start doing that when I get home tonight.
Okay, you
Yeah.
guys ready for another?
You got to set the default.
You guys ready
search
for a
on your-
poem?
on
Default
your,
search?
in your browser? Yeah, to Bing.
Bing.
This is
Yeah.
called Happiness.
Oh,
It's
okay.
3 verses. Okay, I got
All
rid
right.
of one of the verses. It did no longer work for me.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready.
This was a result of a writing prompt where I had my friend just give me 6 random words and then or phrases, and I threw them all together. Okay. Okay. So, here we go. This is called Happiness. Happiness is spaghetti and a hand job. On a crisp fall day in New England in 1987. Senior year, leaves changing, life changing. Take on the world someday. But for now, red sauce and body sauce on your Dockers. No big deal. Mom does the wash and sometimes she cries when no one is home. But hey, you've got a big fucking smile on your face. The girl who put it there, you wish you'd married. But you didn't know it then. Bet you wish you could go back. Twirl your fork in your spaghetti now. Pre-cooked under plastic for your pre-cooked life. And remember her eyes, looking at you like you were her god. And maybe you were. But now you're just a guy she used to jerk off in 1987. That took her for granted, and your spaghetti is getting cold. That is verse 1.
Does the spaghetti have meatballs?
Yeah. His balls. Okay. This is the last verse, but I'm putting this one second. Okay. Happiness is a ukulele song at the end of the movie. Neither of us wanted to watch, but we compromised. Marital amusement, a zero-sum game. We made children with our bodies, once, twice, thrice. But now we sit on opposite ends of the couch, spinning our separate internal narratives for how a marriage fixes itself, while we wait for the characters, whose names we will soon forget, stumble their way into PG-13 love. Nobody gets what they want, not exactly, but hey, sometimes there's ukuleles.
That's deep, yo.
Thank you. Here's this one is fucked up, okay? This is Happiness. Okay. This is verse 3.
Okay.
You ready? Happiness is a middle-aged man sitting on a hard, squeaky bed at a Ramada Inn, wearing fishnet stockings, pursing his dry lips in the mirror. Take a picture, take another, upload it, your gift to the ether. Lonely cells waiting for lonely cells to discover them. Contact, fresh and strange, chemical, electric. He's thinking about his ex-wife still, but his body writhes in the here and now at the Ramada Inn, with a tax lawyer named Jonathan, who looked younger, thinner, taller in his pictures, but that's all right. There you go.
Hey, I'm going to do this. You're like a Dylan Thomas that just.
Oh yeah, who's Dylan Thomas? Is he the poet or something?
Yeah, it's the "Do Not Go Gentle and That Good Night" guy.
Oh yeah,
with more
more poop and
with more depression and which is a high bar for him.
He was depressed?
I don't know. I just know that one poem.
He probably was depressed.
Yeah.
I mean, he wrote poems. He's probably depressed.
I think most are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only know it because it was in Interstellar.
Oh, it was in Interstellar?
Yeah.
I gotta watch that. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Decent?
Yeah.
Was it as good as Brokeback Mountain?
Well, I mean...
Did it give you a wine mustache?
Did it give me a wine mustache?
Watching the movie, did you get so excited that you got a wine mustache?
You just spontaneously had a mustache.
It has McConaughey, so I got pretty excited.
Ooh.
Oh God, I had a dream about McConaughey once.
All right.
We're part of the... We're still in the reconnaissance, right?
Yeah.
It hasn't waned?
No, it only waxes. It never wanes.
Okay, good.
It never waxes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I had a fucked up dream last night.
Okay.
For some reason, there was this Asian girl, and I think the subject came up that I never had been with an Asian girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, we're standing in the bathroom, and she's like, "Well, you want to be with one right now? In like 30 seconds?"
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Okay." And she like pulled her dress up,
mm-hmm.
and then I was about to attempt
mm-hmm.
to find it, right? And then, but I went to do that, and then there was like she had a tiny penis.
Okay.
You're sure she didn't have a big clitoris?
No, it was a penis.
That's not what I was expecting.
Right? That's a shitty dream.
Well, it depends what you're into.
You think you're getting your first taste of the Orient, and then you end up finding a penis instead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not take this one, I think.
Well, you have dreams about people with penises?
No, I just don't want to offend anyone.
You can offend.
Okay. No, I don't know.
Offend away.
I mean, it wouldn't be my personal first choice of dream, but most of mine are either they feature Margot Robbie or winning some sort of sports championship or both. But,
that's awesome. Those are like legit dreams.
But yours sounds nice too.
Yeah. So, needless to say, I did not continue in that endeavor.
So were you like in Bangkok in the dream?
No, I was in my bathroom here.
Oh, it was here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where
So you
the
did
location.
this to yourself.
I did this to myself. Yeah.
No, is this like an Ambien dream? Because you know the dreams you have on Ambien are like
they're
weird.
fucked up. Yeah.
You know, like either your regular dreams are you're either having a good dream or a nightmare or something else. But when you take Ambien, you have all of them together.
Yeah.
They all come together.
Yeah.
That's
You have
what my
nightmare-
brain is naturally like.
See, I don't take that, so mine are very binary. It's like almost hooking up with Margot Robbie or getting abducted by aliens.
Yes.
There's no in between.
Yes.
It's just one
That's
of
good though.
Well, 50% of the time.
But why do like what? Do animals dream of fucked up things?
Have you ever seen a dog? Yeah, I'm sure they do.
They have nightmares?
Well, I don't know if they're nightmares.
But then they go
they're
like
dreaming of something.
in their sleep?
Chasing squirrels and shit?
That's pretty cool.
That's probably cool. What if you had a dream where you were chasing a squirrel?
I'd like that.
Just
Unless
to
it
see
had
what
a
it's
penis.
Just a surprise squirrel penis when you weren't
Yeah, just
expecting
I'm
it?
about to scoop him up and get my pet squirrel. I have to drug.
I don't think that's why dogs are chasing them.
Probably not.
Like,
they're not trying to like
They're
catch
trying to,
them
like,
and see
bone
if
the
they have
squirrel.
vaginas instead of penises.
right.
It was like this. It was just like
What, like hanging? Like,
yeah. It was like so. It came from the front, obviously, as all penises do. But it was like curled back, like this,
So it was not like a little...
like a fish hook.
Okay.
maybe she was trying to hook you in.
Like hooked down or up?
I don't know. Like kind of like down and around.
Was it like a little weird snake?
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if she also had a vagina. She might have been hermaphrodite. But due to the presence of the penis, despite my mind concocting this whole scenario, I was able to say no.
And are you sure this was a dream? This didn't happen in Clarendon a few nights ago? And,
No. No, it was a dream. Oh, but speaking of Clarendon,
I'm dropping things.
the Mad Rose Tavern closed. Let's
Oh, yeah.
talk about that.
Pour one out for Mad Rose. We had some good times.
Pour
there,
out
man.
some O'Douls.
Yeah.
Pour some wine out.
Cisco night will never...
Oh God.
few nights will top that night.
Cisco and I really thought I was determined that I was going to meet my soulmate that night.
You might still, I don't know.
They might have gone there.
You might meet someone in the future
Who went to Cisco
who
night?
was at Cisco night.
Oh my God, that'd
And
be
that's
great.
how you connect.
Maybe they also like toilet beer.
Yeah.
I drank beers off the toilet.
Cisco
I
night
stole
was
people's
great.
beers. I was already drunk when I got there. We drank
I think
vodka
we
in
were
line.
drinking vodka in line. I was
Yeah.
drinking the vodka on the subway on the way
Wasn't
there.
that straight vodka?
No, I think I
You
had
mixed
put it in
with
Sprite.
a little bit of Sprite, but it was
So-
mostly vodka.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It wasn't Sea Breezes?
No.
And you were stealing people's beers in the bathroom.
Yep. Tables,
I bought
bathroom.
It was a rough night, man.
It
It
was
was
brutal.
it was also like a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah. But and I remember him performing. I don't remember seeing him.
Oh, and it was a Thursday.
It was a Thursday?
Thursday during March Madness. Because I remember being hungover
It
watching
was
the
like
games the
March
next day.
like 2013, I think.
Yeah, the good old days.
That was
good
that was
old
great,
days.
man. That was a good
I was
time.
so fucking drunk.
Yeah, that was a bad one. I
was
usually
so
get
drunk.
my worst drunk around you.
Yes, perfect. Well, maybe you'll have all 6 of those beers.
I might.
You should.
The most hungover I've ever been in my life was when we were in LA.
Oh God.
That one time when I came out for that concert.
Oh, Mocha only concert.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, you were pretty. We drank double shots of 151.
Yeah, did that.
Delicious.
Yeah.
J Max going for some more wine. Excellent. Bring down some snacks. We
Does
want
anybody
snacks.
need anything else?
Snacks.
Okay.
Snacks.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but like, Mad Rose isn't the only one to close. In Clarendon.
What
There's
else?
been
What
quite
else
a
is
bit.
closed?
Hard Times closed.
Oh yeah, I got
Um,
food poisoning there once. Or I had the flu.
So you know what they're going to be called now, right?
What's
They're
that?
going to be called the Goat.
No way.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
The greatest of all time.
Yes.
Is it a sports bar?
Yeah. And the douches that own Don Tito's and A-Town, I think that's their like new sports bar.
Oh Jesus.
It's called the Goat. I'm not joking. I mean, I'm gonna go. Let's be real.
Oh,
but
God.
but it's just it's my.
Is
it's
Don Tito's fun?
It's like A-Town with a rooftop,
Oh.
basically. I love rooftop bars though, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of broed out, but I like the roof.
Okay.
I mean, you could say that for Whitlow's.
Is it a good roof to jump from?
I haven't yet, but I might. You know.
One more 22-year-old turns me down, so help me God. I'm jumping off the roof.
I
2 stories.
I think that's something you don't like test out. I think it happens once and then you don't
Yeah.
know later. So it might come to that one day.
Yeah.
But
I'll be there to catch you.
Perfect.
It'll be like that video, the Collective Soul song. And I walk from high, and I step to the edge.
I know the song. I don't remember
See the world below. Do. You know that song?
I know of it. Like, I've heard it.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Collective Soul was actually a Christian rock band.
So they were like Creed?
Yeah, but they were good.
Oh.
But yeah, they were, I mean, when you think about their songs, they actually were, sort of religious.
Yeah.
As I walk upon high, as I step to the edge to see the world below.
No, that sounds pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I like my songs more little down to earth.
Yes. Little,
rap songs that
talk about cars, objectify
women, and talk about vehicles and
the doors in their
big
cars.
Asses. Yeah, that's more my speed.
Booty clubbing and cars.
Yeah.
Well, the Beach Boys essentially were that.
Yeah, I suppose so.
The Beach Boys didn't specifically talk about regions of the body, but they might as well have.
Yeah,
because
that's what they were thinking.
Yeah, they were thinking that. They're like, hop in my Honda, and I'm gonna get some ass.
Did they have Hondas back then?
Yeah, and it was like, I think there
Don't
was
they have a song about a Honda?
Yeah, Honda, do or die, Honda, let's go ride.
That's a Beach Boys song?
Walking on top of the world.
Yeah, walking on top of the world.
So
Honda,
is that like
Honda,
the 1965 version of like Bad and Bougie?
Yeah, I think I just made it up.
Okay.
I swear they had a Honda song though.
No, that sounds right. I've heard them say Honda. I know this because my dad subjected my sister and I to the Beach Boys from like the age of birth until like 6 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. My music knowledge doesn't start until like 1978. So.
Fleetwood was still in power then.
I wouldn't know.
Fleetwood Mac, baby.
I mean, I know of them.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like Fleetwood Mac? Get out of here!
No, what about Tom Petty? Let's talk about him. Let's talk about how...
I respect him.
Let's talk about Mackinac Island during Brian and Sarah's wedding. When we were at the bar, and there was a waiter, his name was Johnny Love.
Johnny Love.
And he was serving us alcohol. Well, you were of age, I was not, but he still served us anyway.
He didn't give a shit.
He didn't give a shit. And somehow you were...
Your dad wanted me to fuck the karaoke lady.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not my dad.
Yeah, your dad was... He didn't say go fuck the karaoke lady, but
he
strongly implied that I should fuck the karaoke
My
lady.
father.
Yeah.
But I do remember
did you?
Yeah, did you?
Not.
But I do remember you singing, going to the piano, singing some Tom Petty.
Oh, you know what? Breakdown. I sang it with her.
Breakdown!
He's like, you got this. Your dad was essentially like, yeah, there you go.
How many Michelob Ultras had my dad at that point?
He had a few. And I did not have enough to want to partake in that with this woman.
What about when we went to the Pink Pony? And you were there with your ex-wife, who happens to be our cousin.
Yeah, but this one
Ex-wife?
guy... this one guy's just like, well, we're not incestuous. This was a misnomer, okay? This guy thought... for some reason, that if he, instead of being like, hey, are you single? He was like, hey, is that your ex-husband? Like, that was his game.
That was like his line.
I feel like, wasn't he like a sailor or something?
Probably.
Yeah, we'll get some more. I want to say he was a sailor, but with thinning hair. Just this guy.
He was
named Clyde. Is that your ex-wife? Or your ex-husband?
So he'd been using this from port to port.
Probably.
Around the world.
Probably worse. No, I'm single. Oh, good.
Well,
Good. Tell this guy to fuck off wherever he is. Let's talk about sailing and the implication on the sea.
The implication. Oh man.
You guys have had any horror stories dating wise?
I mean, I can talk about the one time I went speed dating.
Yeah.
25 guys, 25 girls, go to a bar, the girls sit on the
Where
outside.
I come from, we call that a gangbang.
Well, I did go on 25 dates that night.
That's a lot.
It was a lot.
So it's like, how many?
You whore!
I have some questions.
Okay,
All
come
on. First, how many minutes do you get with the other person?
You only get 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes to just
say it well.
just charm them and make yourself stand out.
Yes.
Right?
So I
So
started
this is like
off-
a Hollywood like a pitch.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
You're with Spielberg in the elevator. and
It's
you gotta
elevator
impress
pitch.
them.
Basically, yeah.
So okay. So what? So continue.
So I talked to many different men. The first two I took seriously. Then after that, I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm getting here. I had one man offered to make me tortellini.
Hell
I had
yeah.
another man offered to take me to McDonald's, and he was wearing a wife beater.
If
Girl, I want to
girls-
get you to
if
the
a girl said
McDonald's.
either of those things to me, I'd be down.
Yeah.
Either one. Big Mac or tortellini.
I was just like, I was into the tortellini, but I wasn't into his like weird molestache that he had. Little weird.
So
thing.
the McDonald's guy was clean shaven?
I seriously just think he just went there just to see what happened.
Just
Went
roll
there
it out there. I'm going to use the same line.
I'm going to throw this out there and see what happens.
I'm going to see which
You
one of
throw
these
it out
bougie
25
bitches like
times,
McDonald's.
It's going to stick once, right?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
probably what he
definitely.
thought.
That's what I do.
He's going to cast a wide net. He's got
You
to catch
say
something.
you text hey enough, someone's going to be like, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
H-A-I-I-I. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, this is so on.
So
I'm
getting
already
half-
hard when they say hey. Because half the battle is them just saying hello back to you.
Yeah. So halfway through the girl and I next to each other were just like, this is fucking. Do you want to get a drink? So the girl and I next to me went up to get a drink, but then towards I think it was probably the 23rd guy I talked to, I was like, finally a normal guy, and we actually dated for about 3 or 4 months after that.
So it was fruitful.
It was fruitful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I spent, 2 hours that night,
Yeah.
There's an introduction, there's mingling afterwards, and then,
Are you drinking during this?
Yes, you're
Okay.
at a bar, yeah.
Oh, you're at a bar.
Yeah, one of the
And,
guys, I just was like, hold on, and I went up to get a drink, and then by the time we got back, our time was up.
Oh, no.
That was a bit of a bitch move, but I just was like, I need a break.
Yeah.
Can't handle this
did you
How
anymore.
long did
horrible?
it take to do all this? So 25 times 4, I guess?
Yeah,
So like an hour and a half.
yeah. So I was there for two and a half
Hour,
hours.
40 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
total.
there was no intermission?
No. It was
There
quick.
should have been. There should have been like a 10-minute, let's rip some fireball shots.
Yeah.
intermission or
Oh, my
something.
God. You know what? We should start one of those.
We should.
Yeah.
The Degenerate Nation dating night.
Yeah,
event.
dating night at
Yeah.
Goat. The Goat.
At the Goat. Yeah.
Yeah, get
Where's
it
the
on at the
Goat?
Goat.
It's where her
That's what
time
we'll
was.
call it.
See, I don't spend
Yeah.
enough time in Arlington
Yeah,
anymore.
we should talk to a promoter.
We should. We
do
might
it.
have to erase what I said earlier, but
Yeah,
yeah. we should.
place is garbage. It's gonna suck. I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
go
no.
there because I hate myself, but
No, I
it's gonna
said I'm
suck.
gonna go. It
Yeah.
just feels like, and maybe Hard Times was the same, but like Mr. Days is right there too, so
Yeah,
we're gonna have a little competition.
yeah.
Is the Goat gonna have a rooftop? Because then I'm talking again.
The fights are gonna move to a new location.
Yes, true. They're just gonna shift a little. But
I would love seeing this people just broken down outside of Mr. Days like 2 a.m. Because I always
We've
come
all
out
been
there
there.
all drunk and wistful
yeah,
and be like, maybe I'll meet her.
Yep.
And then
that or they're barfing.
yeah. Now you see people barfing or
Yeah.
like there's the cop. The cops are always ready to break up a fight.
I think I read something where a guy threw a bottle at a cop outside Mr. Days. Like
Wow.
a few days ago.
Jesus
They
Christ!
chased him down and arrested him. Yeah.
Good.
But,
I hope they tased him.
Yeah.
Did they release
They
the
probably
demographic information of this gentleman?
I don't remember. I feel like I think he was a white.
He was probably a white. And he's probably gonna get off.
Probably a white with like a white striped
Yes.
button down shirt.
Yes.
Tucked
Yeah.
in. Maybe tucked in? Not tucked in?
Half tucked in.
Half
Yeah.
tucked in.
It became
Yeah.
sort of. You don't throw a bottle at a cop if you're fully tucked.
Yeah.
And you also don't do it if like you're a minority.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a white thing to do.
That's
Yeah.
throwing bottles at cops.
Because
Is
you
a
know
white.
you know.
Throwing punches at cops is a multi
That's,
demographic
well,
exercise.
yeah.
But yeah, throwing bottles.
That's a yeah.
You're throwing a Bud Light bottle at a cop. It's like, come at him a little harder than that.
Right. No, I think
I mean, we're not condoning police violence.
Also, I could be completely inaccurate.
No, it's probably
It
accurate.
probably was.
He's probably a white.
But
Goddamn whites.
yeah, man, white people.
Yeah, right, Jakarta? Chime
Did
in.
you
That's
hear-
a generous show.
I heard Netflix has a show called Dear White People. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
people have been canceling their Netflix subscriptions because of it.
That's a little rash.
Yeah.
But to cancel Netflix?
Yeah.
Well, they have great programming. I
Yeah,
agree.
why would they cancel it? What else are they going to do?
Because
What else
they're-
would I do on the weekend?
Well, why did they vote for
Yeah.
Donald Trump?
Are they going
who
to go
knows
back
what-
to school?
Definitely not. Well, you have to go to school first.
yeah,
And go back to it.
if you
Look, they're missing out, man.
right?
Game of Thrones is going to be so lit this summer.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So,
They're canceling their Netflix subscriptions and their HBO goes. And
probably.
what do they do? Talk to each other?
They might, yeah.
What do these families gather around?
They probably go to church.
They gather around burning crosses.
Yeah, or that. The
Who
family-
needs Netflix? We got this,
The
George.
family that burns the cross together
Yeah,
stays
stays
together.
together. I had an experience with a KKK guy once.
Really?
I was on a train. So I was on a train to go. I think it was to go see you, Jenny. Yeah.
Oh, you're on the metro?
I want to say it was to no, the train going to see you when you graduated. That time I went.
Oh yeah, when you just randomly appeared in Cedar Village.
I walked through the mist and into your life.
Well, actually, I didn't see you walking. I just saw you running down the street from my balcony.
I'm your cousin Annie. But so I was like, you know what? I'm on a train. I'm gonna get a beer, and I see some guys just sitting down. I was like, I'm gonna strike up a conversation with these fine American gentlemen. And a few minutes later, this one guy's like, "Hey, man,
oh no,
yeah, you see this tattoo?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's a Royal Ku Klux Klan." It's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, but I'm not in it anymore."
So he's like Ed Norton in American.
Yeah, no,
is he like, you see this? It means not welcome. I mean, if you were black.
Yeah, he his grandfather was like a Grand Wizard somewhere in Indiana.
Yeah.
And, he got brainwashed. And he's like, what I got out of it, when I was like 18, because I had black friends, I was like, wait, what? How do you have a Klan tattoo and somehow manage to have black friends?
Wait, hold on. What state was this in?
Indiana.
This was in Indiana.
The guy was from Indiana.
Where did you meet him?
Halfway between here, D.C. and Lansing, Michigan.
Oh, so like Ohio or
Probably
something.
Ohio.
Well,
why did you meet the same guy?
No. So he's trying, but he's also. I asked because it wasn't the stereotype of like you weren't in Alabama.
Yeah, no, we were in Alabama. After that, I'm like, you know what? This guy turned over a new leaf. He tells me a race joke.
Oh well, baby steps.
Baby steps, And he's like, hey, I got this joke, and I'm like, oh God, I know it's coming. I won't even say it. I won't even say it. I won't get in trouble.
Yeah, well,
yeah. But so I was like, okay, well, this was a bust. And the other guy's also a trucker, and he's talking about his dog. He's like, hey, you know what I'll do with $10,000? I was like, no, man. I'll get gold teeth for my dog. The gold ass, like, just huge pinchers for my dog so he can bite through a motherfucker who tries to mess with my truck.
Oh, my God. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Wait, so they were both truckers?
Yeah.
Huh. What is it with... I have a question. What is it with racist dudes and driving trucks? Because my car broke down in December, right?
Yeah.
And I was on 66, car broke down. This guy the tow truck driver comes to pick me up, right? Mm-hmm. He's like my age. He's super nice, he's charming, he's like, it's freezing that day. It's like the coldest weekend of the year.
Yeah.
It's like 10 degrees. And he's like, how you doing, sir? Just hop in the truck and I'll get you on here and on your way. And I'm like, holy shit, this guy's nice. This guy's really pleasant.
Yeah.
So we're in the truck, right? And we're driving down the road to drop the car off. And he's talking up a storm, and he's from the area. So he's from Northern Virginia, which is a diverse area.
Indeed it is.
And I was like, oh man, this guy's nice. He grew up down the street, basically.
Yeah.
And then a car in front of us is going really slow. So he like swings around it, and all of a sudden he like honks on the horn and rolls down the window, and is like, "F you, you N," like
Jesus
to some lady, right? And I was just like, "Holy shit!" And then he goes back to the conversation. He's like, "Anyway,"
oh my God.
So
oh my God,
about this weather, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Jesus Christ!
I was like, "How did we grow up within 10 miles of each other?" And that's how he turned out. Is that what happens when you become a tow truck driver? I don't know. Like,
yeah, possibly.
I don't know.
Is there a prerequisite?
I think do you have to go through a course to become an asshole?
Yeah.
Or like,
I had a friend who actually she went through a very weird period where she actually met up with a truck driver. I think her car was needing to be towed, and after her car was towed, she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep hanging out with you." And she got a bottle of wine. She's like, "Let's stop at the drugstore. CVS, let's pick up a bottle of wine," and she rode around with him all night. And so she learned a lot about truck drivers that night. And I think she would say the same.
Massively racist?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah.
Was she massively racist?
No, she lives in Denver now.
Oh.
I mean, that's
no,
not
they don't
correlated.
Care about anything except, like, hiking.
Hiking and weed.
Yeah.
And biking.
Hiking and biking.
Hiking and biking and weed.
Yeah, that's about it.
Wow. So she just hung out? Did she bang him?
I don't know. I have to ask her. I'm going to Denver in the spring. I can probably ask her.
Find out if she banged him.
Yeah, I'm going to ask about it. Yeah.
She's attractive. If I was a trucker, I'd bang her as myself.
And as yourself?
Yeah.
Like,
Not...
you don't need to get a new job first?
No, I would be like, hey, listen, I know you'd be more attracted to me if I was a trucker. However, I'm willing to go for this right now.
What if you put on a trucker hat?
Yeah,
That's
okay.
probably good enough.
And the accent, like, hey, you check that grill?
Oh,
you check
gosh.
the grill yet?
If that's like flashback to like 9 years ago.
Yeah, we went to a white trash party like 9 years ago, and...
Wait, like, it was like a theme?
Yeah,
yes.
A theme party?
It was in D.C. It was folks
And it's like making fun of white trash?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It was folks from Wyoming hosting it, though.
Okay.
But I decided that it wasn't enough to dress like white trash. I needed to act
you
white trash.
Oh, he was like a
persona.
he was like
Yeah,
a
I
method
did.
actor that night. He did not break character.
I did not break character the entire night.
So you were like Wesley Snipes in Blade.
Yeah.
For white trash.
Yep.
Okay.
So I just, the whole time, was like, hey, you check that grill? Hey, how's that grill coming?
Was everyone just like, this guy's taking it too seriously?
Yep.
Yeah, I
That's
think
why
about
I like you.
I think about an hour or
commit.
two into it, they were like, "All right, all right, Andy." But the thing is, you also didn't quit that the whole summer. You kept that
Yeah.
Oh.
going all summer long.
Yep.
So you were just method acting your ass off for
That's
3
what I
months.
would do. I would go to parties or bars, and I would I'd have social anxiety because I didn't want to talk about normal things. So I went method.
Yeah.
I went method
I
Cisco night.
admire that commitment. You should have been the Joker, man.
Yeah.
You could have done
Instead
it.
of Jared Leto.
No, instead of Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I still would have had the pill problem probably though.
Well, it's part of the experience.
Yeah, you're right. You know, that's fine.
Yeah.
I would sign me up. He got an Oscar.
You did?
His estate got an
Was
Oscar.
it worth it? I don't know.
I don't know. Is there a heaven? There's a
I don't
heaven.
know.
And you punched out
Well, then
and
he
you got
wins.
an Oscar.
Then Heath Ledger wins.
Then he wins everything because he peaked, got his Oscar, and then he gets to go straight to heaven.
Yeah.
That's awesome. They got Olsen twins in heaven
Do
too.
not
It's
pass
fine.
go. But, well, they're not dead yet.
Yeah, but do
But
you
there's
guys
plenty
think?
of other twins.
But wait a minute, do you guys really think the Olsen twins are like that hot? I remember when they turned 18 and people were like, "Oh my god, the
No,
Olsen twins
I
are
never
18."
Yeah, they were way hotter before that.
I never thought they were.
Is it just because they're twins? I mean, I get like people
Right.
are like, "Oh, twins."
I
I
actually
get
think
it.
their sister is more attractive
Elizabeth
than they are.
Olsen?
Yes.
Yeah, the one in the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. I mean, she's,
Oh, did she play the Witch Hazel?
she's Witch Hazel, Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. I wish her name was that. Yeah. But no, it's because they're twins. No one would ever have been like, only like, oh my god.
Look, I get
Mary
people's
Kate Olsen by herself is amazing.
yeah, I get people's obsession with twins. I'm
Right. You are.
It's
You're
not
a
like
twin.
people are like, "Oh my god, there's two." No, they're like, "Oh my god, there's two of you." "Oh my god, there's two of you."
Yeah.
"Oh my god, it's like so great." "Oh my god." But
Yeah.
I can't imagine someone wanting to bang the shit out of us because we're twins. It's like, just a normal girl.
Well, I don't have any comment on that.
All right. Well, I don't know how the male brain works, but I'm pretty sure twins are probably pretty exciting.
It works that way.
Yeah.
It's. You can blame porn for that one. That's,
Yeah. I don't think that was an ingrained thing in our culture.
Is that like 70s porn or more current porn?
I think
70s porn had a
current
lot of weird hair.
They had hair everywhere.
Well, it's just. It wasn't. It was just voluminous.
I found a white hair coming out of my ears the other day. I think it's still there.
Well, we're getting old, man.
Yeah. White hairs out your ears.
I haven't gotten that, but I am getting white hairs in my face.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got to get that just for men beard thing.
Just comb in the color.
Yeah.
I should. Yeah.
Combing in. I got short hair, so I thought I decided, fuck this. My hair no longer looks good. I never wake up early enough to do it, so I'm just fucking going short from now on. I've made a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm into twins because my thing is biased because my cousins or my sisters basically are twins, so I associate that with
Right.
family rather than, hey, look at these twins, I bet they'd go downtown on each other, chow on me or whatever.
What?
Ew. Ew.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. So you guys, have you ever been propositioned
for beer commercials?
for like a threesome from like Tinder or elsewhere?
I have not been.
I had it happen to me at Old Abbott Grill.
What?
Yeah, and it was actually Valentine's Day. About 5 years ago. I was there with a coworker. We worked downtown. We went to Old Abbott Grill. We're sitting up at the bar. And this couple, Old Abbott Grill gets a lot of tourists over there. People staying in the hotels close by. So this couple was really, nice to me. They kept talking to me. They were both, they weren't putting their arms around me, but they were like, hey, what are you doing? How are you? And
You were
chatting me
interviewing for this and you didn't even know it.
No, I didn't know that. I'm from Michigan. I think when someone wants to engage in like conversation for no other reason than we're both human and they're nice, I just think, oh, this is great. But then my coworker's like, they were propositioning you. You totally didn't get it. They got annoyed, and that's why they left. And I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Jeez.
True story.
How grizzled was your friend to know that, like, instantly?
She's an old, bitter woman in her mid-40s. We're not friends anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. She got
her bitterness, I didn't want her bitterness to rub off on me. So I didn't want to become an old, bitter woman who thought life was out to get me.
Like, I've been told that, like, by someone that they would have hooked up with me and another girl, like, 2 weeks after the fact. Which is not helpful. So, like, but never, like, to where I could make it happen.
Yeah.
And in my head, I want to believe I could make it happen, but then there's part of me that's like,
yeah,
I would turn out like Seinfeld.
I couldn't do it.
It's like that Seinfeld episode where it's like, you do it once and then you got to get crazy robes and weirdo lighting and like, I don't know. I don't know if I could.
Oh, is that when George did that?
Well, I think, wasn't Seinfeld going to do it or something?
Oh,
and he,
Jerry
like,
was going to do it? Yeah. I think it sounds like a Jerry thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, is it true that you have to get weirder every time you have the experience? You can't just keep doing it the same way.
You have to always one up.
In threesomes or just in general?
Well, I mean, in everything, really.
Yeah.
I mean, look at movies, you know.
What about in hand jobs?
I don't know, man. I think there might be a ceiling on hand jobs.
Yeah.
Like, you can only get so good.
A hand job ceiling?
Yeah. Like...
It can get bad, though. There's a floor.
Oh, no.
There is no hand job floor.
There is no floor. But I think there is a ceiling. Like, you know, if you're like laying in a pile of money and Beyonce is doing it, that's the top. But but still, it's still just
while she's got her twins.
Yeah, well, preferably. Yeah.
Pregnant Beyonce and like a pile of money, jerking you off.
Maybe I shouldn't have picked a mom.
While you're watching the Formation video?
But I just saw the Grammys the other night, and she's still in the mind.
She's on the mind. She's got that glow. She just has the glow.
She does. Yeah. She's just a goddess.
Oh, God, Beyonce. Hey, Bae, get at us. At Degenerate Show.
Yeah. God bless her.
So you think we can get under Trump's skin and actually get him to respond?
Oh, yeah. So I think we need to craft a really surgical tweet to Donald Trump so that way he responds. Because I think there's a decent chance he might. If we just make fun of him or accuse him of something, like, he might actually do it.
Hey, if it's at 2:30 in the morning, he's definitely going to respond.
Yeah.
That's like his prime time. It's like
middle
middle of the night.
He's the first trollable president. It's pretty new.
I don't know, Andrew Jackson.
Well,
I bet you'd be able to troll him.
Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
But I kind of want to, like, say, oh, yeah, Donald Trump made fun of me on Twitter. I drove his fucking car for 6 years. I feel like
That's
he owes
awesome.
me.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So you had Trump's former car?
I did, yeah. Did I talk about this in the last one? I don't want to repeat it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we bought it from Ivana in, like, the early 90s.
That's so awesome. She was, like, hawking his car?
Well, she got a bunch of cars in their divorce.
Oh.
And we bought one. It was, like, a Camaro. And then I drove it through college till, like, the wheels fell off. And then I sold it for $700 because I'm a fucking idiot. But I didn't know this jerk off was going to run for president. So
how much do you think that car would have been worth now?
Oh my God, some asshole in like Arkansas would probably drop like $10,000 on it. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Oh,
some hardcore supporter.
That's playing the long game.
But like I like sold it for a few $100 and probably blew it on something stupid.
Yeah.
Probably a strip club. I don't know.
Have you been to a fair amount of strip clubs?
I've been to a few.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Did you have a favorite?
Oh, man. Vegas. There's no way you cannot pick the ones in Vegas. Ones in Vegas are like... They have it down to a science there.
They do have a buffet?
I don't recall a buffet.
I want to go to the buffet with no sneeze card.
It's very specific. I have been to a strip club where I've gotten like a steak dinner... And that sort of thing.
And a handy? Steak dinner and a handy and some mashed potatoes?
No, it was a classy joint.
You can get handies at classic joints.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. But there's a will, there's a way.
Right. Well, yeah, if you throw down enough. Is that you?
I guess. I ain't answering that.
Who's that?
I don't know. Then when we're talking to you on the mic, it's probably some creditor or something.
Do you constantly get the phone calls where it's like
the Marriott thing?
Is it Marriott? No, mine's always like, we're calling about your credit card. Just so you know, there's nothing wrong with it. But
I get those,
and that's when I hang up. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god, I get those all the time, and I get them on my work phone too. I get them on both.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know?
Yeah.
Robocalls, man. We gotta stop robocalling.
Yeah.
All right, so what type of messaging we can craft to Trump? As I want to do this.
I don't know. I think we should
all I
ask.
have to say
I think we should
is-
ask the listeners.
Yeah.
We need to combine our resources and
Wendy and others, Jakarta.
Yeah. Hashtag.
At what do we ask Trump?
Yeah. Or
hashtag tweet at Trump.
Yeah. Make Trump angry or
Make
something.
Trump angry.
I just want to get a response.
Hashtag piss off Trump.
Piss off Trump. That's a good
Yeah.
One thing is, make sure not to make any kind of weird, blatant threats.
Oh, no threats.
No threats.
No threats. It's
Can't
under
do that.
U.S. code.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. No.
What if you're like, I'd like to eat you out?
Well,
Is that a
I don't
threat?
think that's
No.
a threat.
I think that's
That counts. Okay. That's number one.
Like, don't say I want to come and blow up the White House or something, or I want to come and punch you in the face.
But you can say, come blow you at White House.
Yeah.
They might investigate you for that because of the words blow and White House.
Well, if you send that to Bill Clinton, you might get a different response. But, yeah. So, it'd be fun to, get a response from, the leader of the free world.
Yes.
And then
Great.
just start a Twitter feud.
Yeah, all right, we're going to do it.
Well, he should be leaving the country. He's in a Twitter feud.
Yeah.
Piss off
degenerate
Trump.
nation.
Hashtag piss off Trump. Just tweet at us. We'll figure it out. We'll get this together.
Yeah, we need to...
No, this is going to happen. We're going to make it happen. Wendy, I believe in you. I know you're going to make it happen.
I know she's got something ready.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, she's all about helping our folks in Jakarta stay politically active because, they care about these issues, too.
I'm sorry, what's in Jakarta?
A lot of our listener base is in Jakarta.
Really?
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh.
We're huge in Jakarta. And,
Are we bigly in Jakarta?
We're bigly in Jakarta. Speaking of, back to Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Wendy had some good advice for me.
Okay.
She said, I would hold off gluing the envelope. I was going to send a card, okay?
Okay.
I would hold off gluing the envelope shut with jizz this first time. But I wouldn't be opposed to your... I would hold off gluing the envelope shut with jizz this first time.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be opposed to your giving her a year's supply of tampons from Costco. Since she isn't into food as gifts, this is a practical option. Plus, she'll associate things going inside her with you. Subliminal messaging needs to start immediately.
Wait, and this is her advice?
Yes.
Okay. God, she's
She's so smart.
Like a little Buddha covered in hair.
Yeah.
God bless. What is that from, Anchorman?
I don't know.
I
Wendy's
think it's
fucking
from
awesome.
Anchorman. No, she's awesome.
Wendy, and we want you to lead the hashtag piss off Trump charge, and we'll see what we can do.
I think it's going to be entertaining, and
yeah.
I think.
You want to play some Tecmo Bowl?
Do I want to?
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
Will you? That's it. You got anything else, J Mac?
I'm done.
All right, bye.